Welcome to It's a High Raw Life, episode number 43. I'm looking at the camera and wondering, is my head even in this shot? I kind of hope so. It is? I'm in here? Okay, good to know. So, after I had come back from the produce, the hydroponic garden a few episodes ago, I got it in my head that these gorgeous chard leaves needed to be stuffed like dolma. So I right away snipped off a bunch of leaves, laid them in one of my plastic containers, and tried to think, what could I soak them with to make them feel, taste, and smell like a blanched grape leaf? I think I did okay. Here's what I did. I took some apple cider vinegar. I didn't want to use a vinegar that was too sweet, but I didn't want one that was too, stringent. So we did apple cider vinegar and water. I just mixed that together until it covered the leaves. I only have a few leaves in here, like 6, I think. And then I put it in my fridge for a few days and totally, I didn't forget about it because I've been thinking about dolma for so long. So that's how I got my leaves ready. So now they're kind of soft and they seem blanched, so that's good. Now we're going to work on my filling. Here's what I have. I have a cup of soaked barley. It expanded. It wasn't a whole cup when I soaked it, and I really didn't know what I was going to be doing exactly. So I probably soaked, less than a cup. I soaked it overnight, and so now the barley is a little bit softer. And it almost looks like some of them starting to sprout. Yep, sprouted barley, yummy. Okay, so I was playing mad scientist in my spice drawer and sniffing everything, trying to figure out the flavors that I can, mentally, and I'm trying to remember what the dolma tastes like. So here's what I came up with. If it comes out super yummy delicious, then I will put in my exact ingredients with all the measurements under the video. And if it doesn't, you might not even see this video. But here we go. So I've got my just about a cup, maybe a little more, of soaked barley sprouted now. And I chopped up, see this onion? It was a very small onion. So I took half of that and I chopped it really finely. Not quite minced, but pretty fine. So it's not quite a quarter cup. All right, that measurement's not going to be exact. It was half of a small onion. You'll have to work that out yourself. Okay, then I have a 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt, 1/8 of a teaspoon of black pepper. This is probably one of the more complicated or ingredient-filled recipes that I've done, but I'm really reaching for this flavor here. I've got, what is this? Coriander. I think that's right on. 1/4 teaspoon of coriander, ground, dried coriander. And I have 1/2 teaspoon of cumin, or cumin. I say cumin. Okay, now I'm also using some fresh herbs. I wanted to put dill in, but I didn't have any fresh dill, but I had dried. So I'm using 1/2 teaspoon of dill weed. Okay, and then for my fresh herbs, what I did have was mint. And so I chopped up what now is about a packed tablespoon of fresh mint leaves. And that measurement is after I chopped it. Then I kind of scooped it in. And then a little overflowing packed tablespoon of fresh parsley. Now, if I didn't have the mint, I would have used dried mint, which I have in my spice drawer. Now to that, I need some kind of liquid to bind it. So I've got half of a lemon, the juice of half of a lemon is going in there. And then I'm going to start with 1 tablespoon of olive oil. And then we'll see if that's enough. We might add in another tablespoon. Because the barley is moist from being soaked. Yeah, I think we're going to have to put in another tablespoon. Bless you out there. Okay, let's mix this up. I really hope this comes out good because I've really been thinking about dolmas for a while now. And the last time we did an international Greek night, I remember, this was probably 1.5 to 2 months ago, and I had gotten some dolmas, so that's what I'm thinking back to. Those weren't great, they were just in the refrigerator section of an international deli. They were pre-made. Okay, let me smell what's happening in my bowl. Stick your face in. It smells good. Let me taste it. A little too much salt. I like it. I'm going to put in a half a tablespoon of olive oil. Okay, so we're calling it 1.5 tablespoons of olive oil. You so know I'm just making this up as I go, but that's the fun of it, just trying to recreate things in a healthier way. Because I know that the store-bought ones, God knows how long those, how old those grape leaves are. That's the first thing. I happen to know that my chard leaves are not very old at all. Okay, so now I'm going to take my leaf, blop, 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 and put in some filling. And roll it up like a cigar. You just kind of flip it over, or like a burrito. It really did get nice and soft. Hi, Zoe.
Hi.
And roll it up really tight. Oh, it's good. The color is so perfect. Oh, can you hear me there? No, don't touch. Thank you. Oh, technical difficulty in the studio. My camera woman was helping me. Thanks, Zoe. That's okay. Okay, come here, honey. Okay, so I'm just going to continue to roll these up. You want to come up here? And do another one. Would you like to help? Okay. This one little piece of stem feels, hard. I'll give you a bigger leaf to roll with. Okay, so here's what you're going to do, Zoe. I'm going to pour the filling in right there. Yeah. And now I'll start it and then you roll it like a burrito, okay?
We're making burritos.
We're making dolmas, but we're not going to call them dolmas because they're not quite dolma. We're just going to call these stuffed chard. Okay? And now roll it super tight. Got it? Thank you, madam. Okay, so let's finish up here. I have a couple more leaves to do. And I'm going to plate these up for now and show you how they came out, which I'm very excited about. Now, I have seen people do stuffed chard and collard to try to make those look like dolma. But to me, if the leaf is not soft, like the blanched, I guess we won't be stuffing that one, like the blanched grape leaf, then, it's not quite dolma. So here we go. Take a look at that. Looks totally like dolma, doesn't it? I'm excited. Let's try one.
Here.
Oh, you're going to do mini ones? How about we don't rip that in half? You want to try it with me? I did it. I did it. Little bite?
I like the pink.
It's really good. Stuffed chard. Try it. Thanks for watching it, Raw Barley.
I like the pink.
See you next time.
I like the pink one.
You like the pink measuring spoon?